This week, when you are seducing or you are bringing people towards you or your product or your service or whatever, don't be afraid to be vulnerable and maybe show a little transparency. Hello everyone, happy energy reading. I'm Terrie. It's so great to see you. We have here on deck for you a timeless weekly energy reading for the week of March 15th, 2021. Just keep in mind that these are timeless. So if you miss watching this during this week, totally fine. Whenever you do get this message, it will be the right timing. There is such thing as divine order and divine timing. So fret not, my friends, fret not. Just also know that I'm reading for the collective. So not all this may resonate with you, so just take what does, toss what doesn't. If you'd like something more personal, more private, please feel free to book a one-on-one session with me. I have so many different ways that we can work together, and you can check out my site, terriehuberman.com, and you will see all the different ways that we can work together to get you out of indecision and into your intuition. So let's get on with this, shall we? Just really quick, if you're excited to hear what's going to go on for the collective this week, please click that like button so that other people can also see this video. All right, you guys. So when I talk to my guides, I call them Team Terrie. For those of you who may be new, hi, if you're new. I call them Team Terrie. They know who they are. I don't need to know who they are. I just need to have a relationship with them, which I do, thankfully. So they are my cosmic family, my ancestors, my spirit guides, my loved ones, masters, teachers, archangels, all of them. I call them Team Terrie. So when I asked them, what would the week of March 15th be like? They gave me the power word. I always ask for a power word because it does help us humans connect to the energy of the week. Plus, it helps give us some sort of implementation tool for how we can maneuver and navigate our humanity through this earthly experience. And they gave me seduction. Yes. So the week of March 15th could be a week of Now, listen, seduction doesn't necessarily have to be a sexual thing, okay? Seduction is about drawing in and magnetizing to you. So you can also, maybe think of it as sales techniques, right? What are you selling, right? You, a product, a service, whatever. But there is a way to seduce someone into buying that product, service, or even just you, right? The relationship reading should be interesting this week, no? So anyways, it's about seduction. Now, here's the thing about seduction, at least in my personal experience, is that it does take an amount of vulnerability. That's always a hard word for me to say, vulnerability. So I do want to say that from the seductive point of view, it's also going to maybe push you into a more vulnerable state this week. So give yourself permission to be more vulnerable, which I know can be super scary for people. It's super scary for me. It is something that I am working on constantly. Oh my God, there are so many covert ways that we protect ourselves from being vulnerable. I have recently learned this myself. One of my biggest, just to be transparent, honest with you, vulnerable with you. One of the ways in which I stay away and I don't be vulnerable with people, it's mostly people, is through pride. I've got a lot of pride. Didn't think I had that much. I knew I had some, but not that much. And so it has really kept me away, right? So this week, when you are seducing or you are bringing people towards you or your product or your service or whatever, don't be afraid to be vulnerable and maybe show a little transparency, because it will help disarm other people. Because remember, we're all in this together. We're all feeling the same thing. We all feel scared. We all don't want to be rejected. We all don't want to be abandoned, right? So, and that's been a lot of our human experience, right? So this week, the power word of the week is seduction. Enjoy it because it does feel like, you know, it feels good. It feels good, not scary, like good, okay? So let me pull some cards here because I always pull cards to see how it can fit in with what my guides say. And then it just kind of helps with the rest of the story. Don't forget to hit like if you're liking what you're hearing. It does allow for the algorithm to sort of set it up so other people can see these videos as well. And if you're getting something out of it and you feel like there's value to these, then that must mean other people will too, right? So let's give them an opportunity as well to be able to experience and receive that value as well. So here we go. I've got my cards. Let's do a reveal. We have the Jack of Hearts, El Árbol, Dreams, Tower. Holy shit skis. This is crazy. All right. We have Tower, we have Dreams, we have El Árbol, and we have the Jack of Hearts. Okay. All right, so here's what I'm going to put together with the whole seduction thing. This part does not feel so good. I'm so sorry. And this does feel relationshipy. So I'm going to second that and say that again. The relationship reading this weekend should be very interesting. So there is something in regards to seduction, right? So there is something about this immaturity or newness to maybe a relationship that you're in or having. This does feel romantic, okay? So I got to tell you. But there's this element of surprise where you think it's going well and it kind of blows up. There was intention to grow this. Oh my God, I swear to you, this was like my experience last weekend. No, 2 weekends ago. I thought something was gonna grow and it didn't and blew up. It was something that I wanted to move forward, right? So this is about like something, I guess people are gonna get 2 relationship readings this week. Maybe the next relationship reading will give more information, but this is very relationshipy oriented. It's like there's this new discovery, recent discovery about yourself or something along those lines that you wanted to experiment, you wanted to try with. And there was a sense of like newness or like innocence in terms of approach, but also immaturity, like not knowing what to do or how to do it. And there was intention for this relationship to grow, but it actually blows up because the seduction wasn't done the right way. Oh, because there wasn't enough vulnerability. See, when seduction does come into play, the successful seduction does happen when there is vulnerability and awkward, maybe some awkwardness. So this didn't have that and it just wasn't received well by your partner or you didn't receive it well by your partner. So it's almost like this sense of experimentation gone wrong. You really thought you knew what you were doing or he or she thought they knew what they were doing. But it wasn't done right. And there was intention for this to grow and it was kind of exciting, but it just kind of blows up. Something happens. There's like some sort of emotional immaturity either on your end or their end, and it just doesn't go through. So it's kind of like if I'm going to simplify this, it's like somebody tried to seduce somebody, but the way they were doing it wasn't really vulnerable, it wasn't real. It was maybe not smooth enough or just not honest enough or something. And because there wasn't enough experience either with the person receiving the seduction, it was sort of misinterpreted or it just something didn't go right. And even though there was an intention to grow this, so maybe this is more in like somebody's like an early dating situation. And it was just kind of shocking that this is how it went down. Like, so the intention was to grow and all of a sudden like something went wrong. And it just feels more like this vulnerability thing. Like you know, somebody seduced somebody the wrong way and it just came off really immature or really like not on the same page or something like that. So that's what's going on for the week of March 15th. Yikes. So you guys got a relationship reading for your weekly energy reading, but that's okay. I'm like curious, you know, to see what the relationship reading is going to be like. But you know, again, look, such is life, right? Such is life. Everybody right now is just so uncertain with things and they're just figuring themselves out. Where do I fit in the world? Where do I fit in with myself? Where do I fit in with other people? So there's just a lot that's just going on. So this kind of doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me. And this was my actual experience about 2 weeks ago. So, you know, hey, been there, done that. And I'll probably be there and do that more times. So it's okay. All is well. You're okay. Nothing's wrong. You're not broken. You're fine. All right, you guys. So you know what I always say, stay connected. Stay connected to yourself. Stay connected to your friends and family. And of course, you can stay connected to me. You can check me out at terriehuberman.com in case you want to work together one-on-one, or if you'd like to feel more community. I do have a Patreon community with a great group of people where we meet up once a week. We have workshops. We have group readings, we learn new modalities, and we just really are there to support each other and just kind of hang out, get to know each other, and be real. Like, not that many people are, you know, are open enough to accept the fact that there are people that have these gifts. So I do like to create that safe environment for people. So that's on Patreon. All that information is down below in the description section of my YouTube channel. And yeah, so that's it, you guys. Have an easy week. Hopefully it'll go okay. This too shall pass. You'll get over this. Your heart won't be too broken. Your heart won't be too broken. And I'll see ya on the flip side.